The day is October 14th, 2015. It's a crisp 12 degrees Celsius and partly sunny in Toronto. The Toronto Blue Jays are playing the Texas Rangers at home at the Rogers Centre. It's the bottom of the 7th in a 3-3 ball game, 1-1 count, 2 outs, and runners at the corners. The pitcher, Sam Dyson. The batter, Jose Bautista. Pause. Let's rewind and figure out how we got here. Let's first look at our protagonist, Jose Bautista. He was a 20th round pick by the Pittsburgh Pirates in the 2000 MLB amateur draft. He didn't end up playing a major league game though until 2004 for the Orioles, in which he was acquired in the Rule 5 draft. The Tampa Bay Devil Rays picked him up off waivers, to which not a month later, he got bought out by the Royals to just end up getting traded at the deadline to the Mets, then immediately after back to his original team of Pittsburgh. Here in Pittsburgh, he didn't get a ton of playing time until 2006, in which he played 117 games in. He stayed here for a few years, putting up some role player level numbers before getting traded to the Blue Jays for Robbins and Diaz. Once he got to the Blue Jays, he truly flourished with back-to-back seasons in 2010 and 2011, with leading the league in home runs, and in 2010, he led the league with a 54 home run season. These big power hitter numbers continued in our game today. Our antagonist, Sam Dyson. Originally a 19th round draft pick for the Washington Nationals in 2006, he instead chose to improve his talents rather than sign with them to become a 10th round pick of the A's in 2009, and once more chose to hold out to become a 4th round pick of the Jays in 2010. After playing a total of 2 outs for the Jays in 2012, in which he gave up 300 runs, the Marlins picked him up off waivers in January of 2013, and traded him at the 2015 trade deadline to the Texas Rangers for some borderline minor leaguers in Thomas Telias and Cody Edge. Dyson was certainly a solid reliever, some could say, judging by his ERA and other numbers. The 93-win, 69-loss Jays are facing the 88-74 Rangers in Game 5 of the American League Divisional Series. Let's take a look at the lineups real quick and start with the Rangers. We got some notable names like Shin-Soo Choo and Tigers legend Prince Fielder. Future Hall of Famer Adrian Beltre, Josh Hamilton, and Rougned Odor are also in the order, with Cole Hamels on the mound. The Jays have got 2015 soon-to-be MVP in Josh Donaldson, our main character in the story of Jose Bautista, Edwin Encarnacion, Russell Martin, Troy Tulowitzki, Marcus Stroman, the Jays starting pitcher, and Superman himself in Kevin Pillar. The Rangers start the game off quickly with a run off Marcus Stroman in the top of the first inning on a fielder's choice from Prince Fielder, and then proceed to add another run off a Shin-Soo Choo home run in the third inning, putting the Rangers up 2-0. In the bottom half of that inning, Jose Bautista laced a double to left field, scoring Ben Revere to bring the Jays back in the game at 2-1. Pillar would make a magnificent diving catch in the fourth to prevent a blue base hit. Edwin would later tie it up at 2-2 in the bottom of the sixth on a moonshot to left field's second deck. The Rangers would score on a very iffy play when Russell Martin tried throwing the ball back to Aaron Sanchez, which hit the bat of Choo, which allowed Rougned Odor to come home and score to make it 3-2 in the top of the seventh. This brings us to where our story takes place, the bottom of the seventh. Russell Martin starts tearing off by reaching out an error on the fourth pitch of the at-bat on a bobble by shortstop Elvis Andrus. Kevin Pillar grounds one of the first baseman Mitch Moreland, who makes an errant throw to second, allowing Martin to advance and Pillar to reach on the air. He decided to replace Martin on second for the much speedier legs of Dalton Pompey. It proves worthy when on the next play he beats at a bunt where they would try and force him at third, in which Beltre bobbled the ball. Bases are loaded. Ben Revere would ground out to first, in which they chose to take the force out at home. 1 out. Cole Hamels gets removed from the game at 111 pitches in replacement for our other main character, Sam Dyson. Josh Donaldson would hit a blooper over Odor's head, scoring a run, but also getting Revere forced out at second. 3-3, 2 outs. Here we are, our main matchup. First pitch, a 98-mile-per-hour fastball on the bottom inside part of the zone that Bautista fouls off. Strike 1. Here comes the next. Another 98-mile-per-hour fastball, this time missing low and outside for a ball. Third pitch, well, we all know what happens next.
The 1-1 from Dyson.
97-mile-per-hour fastball that gets absolutely demolished. 6-3 ball game. The Jays would go on to win the game by that same score and would go on to play the Kansas City Royals in the American League Championship Series, where they would lose in 6 games, and in that 6th game, it was certainly a questionable call when someone reached over the wall for a home run that didn't end up getting overturned. The Royals would go on to win the World Series against the New York Mets. I guess all good stories don't end with happy endings.